Can just anyone unmute themselves and let me know? Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the today's session. In today's session, firstly, I will be starting with the my introduction, like what are my experiences are and what are my qualifications are. Then we will have a quick look at what CM1 is all about. What is the exam scheme, exam structure as well. Along with that, the plan for the next 5 months. What are the do's and don'ts? What are your how we will be going week by week? What do you need to do, and what will be the peak period for our CM1 attempt? So, like in that peak period, there we can have a multiple lectures within a week, maybe two lectures within a week, where one will be of some topic and other would be of some topic. So I will be just highlighting that. And how can I help you in clearing your CM1 um, examination for September, right? I guess everyone here is for September, right? Anyone who is for II November, everyone is planning to appear in September, correct? Nishit is for II. Any other can just raise their hands. So I guess it's fine. Mostly everyone is from IFOA, and Rishit, even we will be going according to the IFOA timelines. Of course, that will help you to able to complete your portion a bit earlier and prepare well in advance. And of course, after September, you can start focusing more on II type of questions that are nothing but your MCQs and all. Okay, so in that way, we will be proceeding. So let's first start with the with my introduction. So um, so my name is Moksh Jain. I will be guiding you throughout your CM1 syllabus. Some of you have already studied under me. Some of you are yet are listening me for the first time. We are meeting it online today, but for the rest of the lectures, we will meet offline. Mumbai students are compulsorily needs to attend the lectures offline because that's where because that discipline is really necessary for completing your CM1 examinations. Okay, I'll get into that. So my I've started my actual journey in around June 22, with first appearing a set in June 22 and clearing that. Then I have appeared for my first paper, which is nothing but CM1, which I will be going to teach you in November 20. I have appeared CM1 for in November 25, where I have cleared in the first attempt. I guess in my time, the passing rate was around 13% out of 260 students have appeared, and only 25 have cleared that examination. I was one of them. Then I have appeared for CS1, which I failed in my first attempt, but then clear it in the next attempt along with CB2, then CS2, and then CM2 CB1. And in the last attempt, I have cleared CP3. I have also appeared for CP1, but I have failed that. So I will be once again reattempting my CP1 paper. So in summary, I have cleared 7 basic papers of your actuarial journey, which are nothing but known as CT series. Okay, I have cleared that in around 2.5 years after 12th. Okay, talking about my professional experience. So I have started working as a professional in Jan 2025. Now I have an experience of around uh, maybe 1.5 years, and I have been working in a life insurance industry, and particularly the areas where CM1 is used. So I can really guide you on the practical aspect as well. What are the durations? What are the reserves? I have calculated it in an official in a professional world as well. So not only theoretical, but I can guide you with how the practical world operates under this CM1 concepts helps you in the corporate world. Okay. Now talking about my teaching experience, I have started teaching when I was around 17. I have 17 or 18, I will say. firstly, I started teaching with the math basic in when I was 18. So now I'm 21. So it's been around 3 years of experience. Last attempt I had started teaching with CM1, and it was a great response. Everyone had a great feedback. There are some more initiatives which I will be planning throughout this course as well. There are always areas of improvement. So we'll be improving that. Okay. And making sure, and we'll make sure that your CM1 examination, you have all the resources you need to clear your CM1 examination. Then it's all up to you to use that resources well and execute that well in the examination. Okay. Am I clear on that? Any doubts till now? Anyone wants to ask something about me now? Like, sir, what are this, what and all of that? Or can I continue? I'll take that as a yes. So now we will move. So this was all about me, my professional, my academic, my teaching experience. Um, Teaching is just a thing to mention. Teaching is just not a job to me. It's my passion. So we'll be really rooting it all for you. We'll be working really hard towards you, and will always be there for you. No matter if you are purchasing, no matter if you are purchasing some other, if you are purchasing not any other course from me. Now most of you have already decided to pursue CM1 with me, but along with not only your CM1 doubts, but also if you are stuck somewhere in personally or professionally, I'm always there to, or like there are some things which you wanted to discuss with me about your plans, about your, you are struggling with something. So I can really help you, not with just with academics, but also with the personal life. You can always, I'm always available there on chats and calls. You can always give me a chat, sir, I need to talk on this. If I'm busy somewhere, then I'll schedule a call with you maybe in a day or two, so we can connect over there. Okay, we'll be really guiding. Will you can really be like, for anything you can always reach out to me. There I will always respond to you, and that's my, and I will be always trying that I can help you with whatever the best capacity I can. Okay, so you can really trust me on that. So let's start with what CM1 is all about. So CM1 is a combination of two papers, CT1 and CT5. Earlier we used to have 16 actuarial exams, CT1 to 9, CP1 to 3, and CA1 to 3, and along with the specializations one. But post 2019, they have restructured the examination. Earlier, which was CT1 and CT5, has now been combined into CT1. Okay, so CT1 is nothing but your financial management. And CT5 is your life and life insurance contracts. Okay, so here you will learn about life insurance, how life insurance industry works, what are the key principles in it, what are the things they do to calculate premiums, what are the things they do to calculate reserves, and all of that. CT1 is more about how do we compare the cash flows, how our EMIs are calculated, how our project, how which project, if you have multiple projects to choose within, like maybe there is project A which gives you certain expenses, which incurs you certain expenditure and gives you additional revenues. So how to compare different projects and how to select the best one for you. So CT1 tells you that. Also how the price of a bond, stock, equity, property, and all of that is studied under CT1. How to change this in interest and affect the prices of bond is what all you will be going to study in your CT1. After studying CT1, if you have studied CT1, that will help you in your, and if you are doing any graduation course of finance, it will help you in that. If you are doing any finance course like financial risk management, CFA, MBA in finance, it will help you in that. So in whatever area there is finance, this CT1 syllabus will going to be helpful. I will be covering very basic from the scratch, assuming you don't know anything. Your knowledge is required the prerequisite for this CM1 syllabus will be the integration part, the integration and basic understanding, like basic mathematics, algebra, basic algebra, sum of series, um, maybe indices, law of property of indices, and all of that things. Okay, so rest all the things I will be covering from scratch. And if you don't know integration, it's not a worry. I will guide you with that how you can cover up your integration part. Okay, there will be some chapters in which CT1 will involve integration, so you need to have a good hand over integration. If you have already studied integration, if you have already completed your 12th, or if you have already appeared for CS1 or many others, or some math basic course, then genuinely it will help you a lot. Okay, in CT5 we will see how to apply this CT1 concept into a life insurance industry. So once again, a very good part of the syllabus, which gives you, you can really connect the dots. You can really understand how the premiums are calculated. Every one of you must be paying some premiums to the, maybe for a mediclaim, maybe for a health insurance, maybe for a term life, maybe for a unit link. So what are the different types of life insurance contracts, and how the premiums for all of these contracts are getting calculated is what we are going to study here. Okay, the weightage is around, I will say, 30 to 35% of your CT1, and then 60 to 65% of your CT5 when you are covering, when you are looking at the past exam papers, you realize that the weightage between both the course is split between 30 35 and 60 65. CT1 is usually a very easier part of the syllabus, and CT5 someone find it difficult to cope with. Okay, so in the initial days you will really find it very difficult. You will like, सर इससे अच्छा तो CT1 ही था, मस्त था CT1, बहुत अच्छे से हो गया, CT5 बहुत difficult है. But that's where the fun is. As you practice more and more sums, then that will really help you to get rid of the fact that CT5 is also very difficult. Okay, once you practice more and more sums, once you move to further chapters, once your concepts gets more and more clear, then it's always like, sir, CT5 bhi acha hai, easy hai. As and when you move to the next chapters, previous chapters, you'll realize that it was easy. It was easy. Of course, in CM1 you can expect a lot of formulas to remember. You can expect a lot of relations to be remembered, like how ADU is related to arrears and all of that. Okay, so you are expected to remember that. There will be a formula book, there will be a revision book for which, for you to help. Okay, so where your all formulas and your concepts are really stored so in a summarized form. But I'll recommend everyone to make their notes from the lectures which I will be taking. Okay, along with that, in CM1 there will be a in CM1 there will be a lot of notations which you are not, which you won't be very comfortable typing it out in the word. So you need to be very sure. So you need to practice out that notations well enough. You need to really understand what does the notation means, how that notation is derived, and all of that things to clear the CM1 examination. Okay. In the previous, some of you have already were in my previous batch, but now we are getting much more like, in this attempt I'm planning to be much more stricter compared to be uh, like regarding the updates. In the last attempt many of you have not given me the updates and all of that, but in this attempt I want everyone to give them the updates regarding where they are on their syllabus and all of that things. Okay, failing to do so will really hamper your examination as well. You don't need to what I say, fear me. I can understand your situations very well. Many of you are appearing CML as their first paper of your actual journey, so you will, so a lot of things must be going in your mind. So a lot of things like, will I be able to clear this examination? I'm low on confidence, I'm not getting there. So a lot of things can really go through your mind, but my job is to motivate you through all these times, to help you plan. See, many of you might not have the clarity how to appear this examination, but I have always provided, I will be always providing you with the structure which you need to approach this chapter. It's every chapter needs to be done differently. Not every chapter can be dealt in the same way. If you are studying CS1, so CS1 was a paper where you need to more understand the concept from scratch. But in CM1, you need to apply that concept well. The concepts are very easy. In CS1, the concepts were much more difficult if you are not understanding it. If you have understood the concept, then CS1 is also easy. But some people find CS1 difficult. And CS1 is not a subject which you can practice 2 or 3 times, and then unless you understood the concept, CS1 is never easy. Okay, maybe you write the attempts, you write all the assignments, you solve all the assignments 4 or 5 times, still you won't be able to understand. Okay, but CM1 is a subject where you need to practice a lot much. Every assignment needs to be solved 2 or 3 times, needs to be solved 2 times, because in every assignment in every sum there will be a small twist. So you need to identify that twist. Okay, you need to identify that twist and same and put and execute it well. If there is a cash flow of some other type, you need to identify it well and plan accordingly. Okay. Now, if I move to about the exam structure, so exam structure is CM1 is conducted in 2 parts, A and B. A is nothing but your word paper, which you are expected to type it out. Both the exams are of 100 marks, and you will be given 3 hours 20 minutes to attempt it. And for B, it will be an Excel examination. Once again, same for 100 marks. But here you have only 1 hour 45 minutes to attempt it. Okay. A and B. While calculating the aggregate, A will carry around 70%, B will carry around 30%. I always say in CM1, if your A is strong, then you will always score good in B. You'll always score good in B. But if your A is weak, Excel will seem much more difficult. Okay. So always our strategy will be focusing more on the A part in the initial few months, such that we get a strong hold of our own concepts, and in our examination we can score around 70-75, such that the aggregate becomes around 49-50. And in B, even if we score, let's say 40 or something, 40 odd or something, so which means 30% of 40 is nothing but 12 around. Okay, so this gives you a total of 68, and your passing normally lies between around 55. Your passing normally lies between 55 to 60. So even in that scenario, you can clear your examinations. Okay, so yeah, with this, so this is the exam structure. If you are worried like I don't know how to work with Excel, I have not worked with Excel yet, we will be taking beginners class as well to give you how does the Excel looks, how does the Excel functions. Okay, you can always we will always guide you from the scratch. Okay, like what are the Excel functions, what are the key formulas which you need to know for your CM1 syllabus. So we will be conducting session on that too. So don't need to worry. How the sums needs to be solved will be explained really along with the basics ones of Excel. Okay, any doubts till now? Anyone? So this was for those someone who don't know what CM1 is, how does CM1 is structured. But now let's move to the most important part. Of our today's session is how we are planning our next 6 months. Next 5 months. Okay, plan for next. So we are having our examination in mid of September. Okay, we are having an examination in mid of September. I'll try to close our portion by July end, which is nothing but 45 days before your examination. Okay, which is nothing but 45 days before your examination. So now here we have a whole month of May, June, and July. So what we will be doing is we will be starting at a good pace in May and completing CT1 maybe till May end or first or second week of June. We will be completing our CT1 part of syllabus, which is nothing but your chapter 1 to 11. There are in total 25 chapters. So within the next 5 weeks, we will be covering 11 chapters, which is nothing but 2 chapters a day. In June and July, we will be completing CT5 and your Excel part as well. We will be completing your CT5. We will be going side by side. You will be getting Excel targets as well. You will be getting CT5 targets as well. Now, what do I mean by targets? So normally for someone who is joining Actuarial Academy for the first time, what do we do? Every week, we upload a target like you need to complete. Every week, we upload a target like you need to complete these all chapters. Let's say for the first week, it's chapter 1 and 2. Towards the week end, we have a live session where I take your doubts. And maybe summarize you the chapters. Along with, we will be solving few PYQs or questions where students normally struggle. Okay, so every week there will be targets, and in June and July, you will be getting 2 targets. One is for your CT5 and one is for your Excel, which you need to complete, both of them. Okay. Along with that, in the month of July, we may be having 2 live lectures in a week if needed. We can plan on the same day as well, maybe 3 hours, then a break of around a half an hour or 1 hour, and then again 3 hours, or we can split it in between 2 different days, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, or maybe one of the weekdays. So we will plan it that day, but we will only conduct 2 live lectures if we are lagging behind the portion and there are more doubts from your end which cannot be completed in a single live lecture. So in month of July, we can have 2 live lectures in a week. In the last 1.5 month, which is nothing but this 45 days, here we will be having revision classes for your difficult concepts. Open doubt solving, your paper presentation, so mocks, along with, in this 3 months, we will be, in maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, there will be a chapter wise test, not of single chapters but a group of chapters which are correlated. So if 1, 2, 3 chapters are correlated, goes hand in hand, then we will take a test of these 3 chapters. In CM1, there is not a concept like a single question can come from a single chapter. There will be a question which can combine concepts from 5 or 6 chapters. That's why we need to understand how these chapters work in a group. That's why we will be taking chapter wise test, which means nothing but in a group wise 1 to 4, 4 to 8, and something in that order. Okay. Along with that, there will be 3 mocks. Your IFOA level, difficulties. Okay. And even we will be connecting on calls to discuss where are the areas which we can improve, or I'll recommend everyone to come in a live lecture, and we can discuss offline, maybe offline or maybe virtually, like what are the areas which you can improve. Okay. So the last 45 days are particularly for revision, and in this 3 months we will be covering our CT1 and CT5 core syllabus, which is nothing but your CM1 core syllabus. If you are planning something around June, July, or I have given you the plan, the main purpose of giving you the plan is if you are planning some vacations, or if you know there is some family functions which you need to attend in June or July, or maybe there's something where maybe your exams, then you need to plan it accordingly. I guess majority of you must be having their vacations right now. So if they are in 12th, so maybe their 12th classes of maybe maths and accounts have been started. But for rest of those, it is the vacation time. So I'll really request you to don't to be with the batch throughout the course. It will make things much more easier for you. CM1 is all about practice and time management. The concepts are very easy, but how do you manage your time, and how much you have practiced will let you know, like how do we solve certain sums. Okay. Anyone have a doubts now in this plan for the next 6 months? Anyone? But yeah, CT1 is particularly easy, so make sure when we are studying CT1, we are really making a most of it. We don't assume that we will do it later. We will do it later. Be with the batch. If you are coming me in the last month and saying sir मैंने CM1 पढ़ा ही नहीं है, then honestly it will be very difficult for you to cope up with it. Okay, so you really need to be very serious with that. What I personally recommend is blocking a study time daily in your day. So maybe you can study every day from let's say 9 to 11, some time of the day where you will study CM1, where you will practice CM1 sums. No matter even if you do the practice, so suppose it's some of the other day you are too tired. Okay, you feel you don't have the energy to start with some of the new chapter or some of the new concepts. So what you can do, you can practice the previous concepts and make and just don't break the flow. See, if you break a flow, like even if you are taking 7 or 8 days of leaves, okay, 7 or 8 days of leaves, like where you won't be studying, then CM1 will really be much more difficult. You need to start everything from scratch. In CM1, the chapters are like building blocks. Each chapter is related to the next, so you can't skip any of the other chapters. You can't really skip any of the other chapters. Each chapter is related to the other one. Okay, so if you are planning to skip something, you can't skip. I am telling you that. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Be with the batch. It will be much more easy. The pace of the batch will be very good, which not very heavy for you, but not too slow too. It will be going at a balanced pace such that it helps in your preparation, and it does not get a load at you. Okay. I always believe studies should studies should feel like fun, not like burden. Okay, should be fun and not burden. So remember that you should study and you'll enjoy CM1 a lot. You'll relate CM1 to a lot more world, how EMIs are calculating. This is all, so everyone must be knowing what EMI is. Whenever you want to whenever you want to buy some expensive things, there's always an option that you pay in installments. So that installment is nothing but your EMIs. Monthly installments are nothing but EMIs. So how these EMIs are getting calculated is everything which you will be studying. How loan charge interest to you, how financial market operates is what you will be going to study in CT1. What are the life assurance contracts? And if you are working in the life insurance industry, CM1 is a must cleared paper. So remember that if you want to work in a life insurance company where in India, many of the opportunities are limited to life insurance industry. It has been going from the importance of actuary is what the life insurance industry really values. Okay, so there cannot be any industry without an actuary. So, but for that you must have cleared your CM1 examination. So that what level of importance CM1 holds in your professional journey as well. So clearing this paper will really help you to gain a lot of confidence along with along with um, some good level of knowledge too. Yes. Anyone was saying something? Feel free to ask. You don't need to fear me. Even anyone if wants to call me today, they can call me after 2, anytime around 2 to 4. They can always give me a call. We can discuss it together. Okay. So that is the plan. I guess many of you have already enrolled to the syllabus previous attempt, and some of them are new. So if they have any queries, if they really want to have a word with me, they can really call me anytime between 2 to 4, or just message me up. So I'll call you whenever I get free. I have a meeting at around 12. That's why I need to reschedule the call today to 10:30. But after that meeting gets over, I'm free for the whole day. You can call me anytime. Okay. What I'll help you is with the lectures. Like I'll always uh, let's see. I'll just give you a brief of how a lecture will look like. So in every lecture, firstly we will be starting with the why we are studying this chapter. First, why we need to learn this concept, the importance of that concept, then the concept, what the concept is, and the third is how to apply those concepts in your questions. Okay, we will be solving few practice questions on that, and that will really help you understand the whole concepts. Okay, so make sure. But before I show you the solution, what I always recommend is I have teach you the whole concept. Okay, I'll expect you to first solve on your own, get stuck. Like maybe you'll stuck how to solve this. Maybe you'll spend 20 to 25 minutes, but that is necessary. That will help you to develop your problem solving skills. So always try it on your own first, and then if you get stuck, if you are not finding it then you are not understanding what the solution might be, you can always continue with the lecture. But if you are doing a like recorded lecture, pause that lecture, solve that sum, try that sum, and then continue with the lecture. This is the basic requirement which I will be needing from you guys. Okay, so please, whenever you are, don't just watch the lectures for the sake of watching the lectures. Do what is recommended, what is instructed you to do. Okay, so do that. Also, the basic thing is be with the batch. That is very important. I cannot stress on the fact that how much being with the batch will help you. Every Mumbai students need to come offline to the lectures. We will be having our session on Sundays. Particularly, the timing for that will be known, but it will be in the morning from maybe 9 to 12 or 8 to 11. Mostly I'll try to have it around 9 to 12. Okay. So make sure everyone, Mumbai students needs to come at offline. If for some reason they are planning to join in online, they need to take a prior permission of me, or they won't be allowed to do that. Okay. Coming offline is a much important thing to have, and trust me, your concepts will much more, which your concepts will much more get clear, and also you will be have a, what I will say, a group that can help you with your doubts as well. So I'll recommend everyone to come to offline and join with the lectures. We will be having around 8 to 11, so maybe there won't be much of the mega blog issues or all of that. But yeah, the thing is, maybe if it takes 1 hour, please come offline. And students who cannot come offline, still be attentive in the lectures. Ask your doubts. Just raise your hands. I will ask you what are your doubts are, and I'll solve that. Okay. Don't be hesitant to don't hesitate to ask your doubts. And we will be conducting a call. We will be connecting on a call personally, individually to every one of you. Maybe in every few days, maybe once a week, maybe 15 days or 20 days, 20-25 days in a month. Every 20-25 days, we will be connecting on a call just to know your updates. The next two things which I will be expecting from you guys is, you need to ask your doubts in the CM1 group. Here you can expect your doubts to be solved within 24 hours. Okay, ask your doubts in the CM1 group. The second thing is, put your status in the CM1 group as well. Like what are the chapters which you have been already completed. So there are two primary reasons. Okay, I'll explain you how do I came up to this conclusion. Okay, so in the previous attempt, I have realized there are many genuine doubts which needs to be addressed. Okay, which needs to be addressed. There are many doubts which needs to be addressed, which is not maybe some of the students may not have the gotten the link of it. Okay, maybe I will explain that in the lecture, but they have not understood it. So they need re-explanation that. So if you are asking doubts in group, okay, so I can explain you it over there, and the same explanation can be listened to every one of that. So suppose there is a doubt. Now, in the previous attempt, a student has asked me a personal doubt of some questions in the previous test. In PYQs, there was a question which was asked by someone, okay, to me on a personal chat. I explained him over there. I explained him over there. But the same question was there in the actual examination of as well, in the April 25 exam as well. And some of them have got it wrong. And some of them have got it wrong. But similarly, if that same PYQs was asked in a group, I guess majority would have benefited from that. Majority of us, of our Actuarial Academy students, would have gotten that correct. It was a difficult question, but only some of you have gotten that correct because they have asked me on the personal side. But if that was asked it on a group, everyone would know it and everyone would have cleared that examination. Everyone would have solved that sum perfectly. Along with that, in PYQs, when you are solving in groups, when you are putting out in groups, maybe one of you could help other. So if I'm busy in something, you can still get a quick. Some of you will always be online, so they can help you with it. Remember, the competition is not between us. The competition is just you need to do your best. You, whenever you are explaining a concept to someone, your concept will get always much more stronger. So I'll always appreciate if someone is solving doubt of the other. I want to promote a culture where we are not driving for personal success. We are driving for collaborative success. Okay. So make sure you are not being like, I need to clear the examination. You help someone, someone other will help you. It will always be always be a two-way. And if you are helping someone, trust me, your concepts will much more get clear. I have cleared CM1 teaching by I have cleared CS1 while I was teaching my CS1 friends. Okay, so it's now the competition between us. Firstly, I failed the CM1, but when I started teaching CS1 to my friends, automatic my concepts get much more clearer, and I was able to score well in that examination with less preparation of time. So always focus on collaborative success. The competition is not within this 30, 40 people. The competition is around the rest of the world, where around 2000 students are appearing. Okay. So if you are helping someone today, the other will help you some other day. Okay. And along with putting your status in the group, is the reason for that is, if you see everyone is being with the batch, you will be also motivated to be with the batch. Okay, there's some anxiety putting the message in the group, but trust me, you need to get out of that anxiety. Even I am the one who sometimes face some anxiety in putting something on a group, like what will the other person think. मेरा तो इतना ही हुआ है, मेरा सब नहीं हुआ है, हाउ विल आई, सब देखेंगे, सर को पता लगेगा, ये मैं कवर कर लूंगी, मैं ये वो सब आप मत सोचना ज्यादा. Just put your status on the group. The reason this is, firstly, it will motivate others to do the same. If you are someone who is very disciplined, it will motivate other to be disciplined. And if some other is very disciplined, you will be motivated to be with him. Okay, motivate. Along with that, suppose if you have a doubt in chapter number 5, so you can view who has completed chapter number 5, so you can ask them first and then ask me. So always you can always know whom to reach out to. Along with that, if you are lagging behind, I will which be a, I will be in a much more better position to know. Like, I know ki you are, maybe due to some reasons, maybe you need to go to a wedding, maybe there was some examination which for this reason you couldn't complete your weekly targets. I can call you, we can reschedule your plans, we can reschedule your targets. But if you're not updating me, if you're trying to manage everything on your own, if you're not, what I will say, if you're not letting me know that, sir, I'm lagging behind, how will I be able to know that you are lagging behind? How I will be able to help you? You need my help. Okay. So always, this will be once again a strict instruction this time. Everyone needs to put their updates on the group. Now, the last part of our orientation, how the lectures will be there. Okay. So as explained, every week you will be given the recorded lectures. You will be given the recorded lectures every week, and this will be through till the time you pay your fees. Till the time you pay your fees, it will be all the time. Once you have paid your fees, we will share you with the app access, where you will get access to all of our lectures, along with materials as well. We will be sharing today a drive link. We will be sharing a drive link, okay, where videos of chapter 1 to 4 will be there. Okay. So you can just have a view at the lectures. I'm pretty confident of my lectures. Like, my lectures are really good. It will really get your concepts much more clearer. And after that, once you have paid the fees, once you have already paid the fees, yeah, if you're left to pay the fees, I'll recommend everyone to pay the fees as soon as possible. And then we can share you with the app access as well. The material which we will be providing is a formula book. revision notes, revision book. I guess either both of this will be combined. I'm thinking, or should it be different? So it is under currently work in progress, but we will share you with that. It is going under some revisions. So once it is finalized, we will share you with a with a soft copy of it. We will be sharing you with the textbooks. We will be sharing you with chapter-wise test, assignments, chapter-wise assignments, and this will be particularly chapter-wise. So for every chapter, there will be a assignment of around 10 to 12 sums. Mock exams, along with mock exams, there will be all CMB assignments as well, CM1B assignments as well. X and Y assignment. Now these are nothing but IFOA, which these are assignments that are provided by the institute. So to practice a certain group of chapters, and there are high chances some of the sums get repeated from it. That's why we will be providing about that. For IAI students, we will be providing an MCQ list, because in IAI the exam structure is for around 20-25 marks. The question structure is MCQ format. So in order to practice you with that, we will be providing you with MCQ as well. Then we will be providing with you with the PYQs. Okay, so all your PYQs are stored in one place, so you can refer to that. Okay, and yeah, these all are the materials which will be provided to you. Textbooks for IFOA students. There is also a tables book as well. We will be providing you with that. Just a quick note: IFOA will use red tables book. IAI will use yellow tables book. Okay, IFA will use red tables and IAI will use yellow tables book. Now, what is this table books? In table books, there will be tables which will be your input to your solutions. So just two different inputs. I'll explain you in detail when we are heading to that chapters where we will require the use of tables books, but the initial chapters we won't require tables book. So as and when we move to CT5, I'll explain you that what are the tables books and how do we need to take values from it and all of that stuff. Any questions? So this was it from today's session. You can let me know if you have any questions now.
So would the recording be provided for this session?
Yeah, I will be providing with the recordings. I will be
Okay,
providing.
thank you, sir.
Any other doubts?
How many total chapters are there?
There are total 25 chapters as per the new syllabus. 25 in A, 25 in B.
So the classes
Yes.
will be on weekend.
Classes will be on weekends.
Only once a week?
Once a week, and you will be providing with the recorded lectures maybe of around 4 to 5 hours each week, which you need to watch it through before coming into the live session.
And will we be getting textbooks for the chapters?
We will be providing you with the textbook, but it will be a soft copy version, not the hard.
Sir, how are we supposed to finish a chapter?
So the ideal format of clearing a chapter will be starting with the lectures, solving sums that are solved in the lecture, practicing it out first and then giving out the solution, which means if there are 5 questions, if I have explained you the concept, then there are 5 questions which I will be solving it for you. So I want first you to try out that 5 sums and then watch the solution. Then there will be a chapter level assignment which you need to complete. And before that, so first you have watched the lecture, then you need to read the textbook once, and then you need to solve the assignments, and this will gain you the whole clarity. Okay, in CM1 there are multiple concepts, multiple approaches to solving a sum. I will be recommending you the ideal one according to me, which are less prone to errors. But if you are comfortable with any other method, you can even try that. I will be explaining both the approaches, but once again, I will be telling you the ideal one. You can solve it in be rewarded the marks. Both of them, if you try any out of the two approaches in solving IFOA examination, you will be awarded with the marks. So that's not an issue. But
Sir, in
either
the-
way goes like, so, yes,
Sir,
Devesh.
in the CM1, would you also provide us with the options of chapters which are to be done and maximum marks can be gained through them? Or all chapters
So
have
you
to be
mean
done?
the important chapters? Like what are the important chapters, or what are the chapters which can be skipped? Like in that sense.
Yes, sir.
So I will be giving you the important chapters, but as I mentioned in CM1, every chapter is a building block. When you are starting with the syllabus, you'll realize how each chapter adds to the other one. So you really need to gain strong on each and every chapters to clear that examination, to clear this examination. Majority of the students don't clear the examination because they have not completed their syllabus. They have not practiced PYQs well enough. Okay. So, but of course, I will be mentioning a few important chapters while moving into the last month of preparation, but not as and when we go through the syllabus. As and when you are studying it for the first time, each and every chapter is important to you, and you need to study each and every chapter. There are still some parts which I will say this is not necessary, but apart from that, everything you need to be studied.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Would it be eligible? Would we be eligible to like give both the exams, IFOA and IAI?
You can give both the examination IFOA and IAI. I think it does not have an issue. But have you appeared any other paper from this is your first, na? You can appear. IFOA will have their examination in September, mid. II will have their examination in November, around after 20.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Any other? Feel free to ask. Any other doubts apart from your CM1
Sir,
syllabus?
Sir, if we have given a paper, if we have given CS1 from IFOA and now we are giving CM1 from again IFOA, then do we have to take a membership of the IFOA?
If you have cleared your examination, if you already cleared, if you have cleared your examination, you can take a membership. I guess without membership, the cost is a higher compared to with membership. Okay, so it is recommended to take out the membership once you have cleared CS1 examination. Are you currently in 11th or what is the background? Are you in? Are you?
But
You are in
now
11th. No?
now I will be in 12th.
Now you will be in 12th. Okay, so for membership, there's a eligibility criteria of either you have cleared CS1 or CM1, or you must be 12th passed. So I guess once you cleared, you can take the membership.
And if we have cleared but we don't want to take the membership, then can we appear the paper?
I will confirm on this. I guess you need to take out the membership, or I guess you can appear. That's not an issue. But without membership, the cost
because
might be high.
I have been informed that first two papers, like the first two attempts, we can give without the
Yeah,
membership.
CM1 and CS1 is normally you can appear.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other doubts?
Sir, registration. So we have
Sorry.
to buy the resources. Or
No, you don't need to
IFOA,
buy any
CM1.
resources. We will be providing you with all the resources. In II, there is a resource. There is a requirement to buy the study material. So that's why there's a then only you will be able to attempt in the examination. But in IFA, there's no certain conditions. We will be providing with all the resources. You don't need to buy anything.
Sir,
Yes, Anushka.
After how many days would we get the result? Around like after giving exams?
Around 2 months.
Okay.
So your exams will happen in around September mid. So, and of course, all the exams will be happening in around the range of 10 days, maybe 15 September to 25 September. And then after your last day of examination, that is nothing but 25 September, you will be getting maybe around 2 months. So which means October, November, and or December first week, you will be getting the results.
Okay, so
Any other doubts?
So the exam
Yeah.
will be online or offline?
Exams will be offline. For IFA, the exams will be offline. For II, the exams will be online. As of now, okay, if there is some future turnaround in situations, then maybe II will also shift it to offline. But while offline too, you are not expected to write in pen and paper. You are need to expected to type it out in the word. Okay, so you need to go to the centers, but still solve everything on your laptops. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, when will the batch start?
Batches, you can assume like batch has started from today. We will be having our first lecture of I will be giving you the targets today for the first week. Okay, along with the drive link, along with all the resources with you which you need. We will be sharing you right now, maybe end of the day. So, and we will be having our next session offline. We will be having a session in Matunga, offline session in Matunga. In on the circle itself, if anyone knows, like I will be sharing with the location as well when we will be having the offline lectures. So Mumbai students, once again we will be getting certain details from you, like your email ID, phone number, your parents' phone number, in just case if you want to inform something, then your Windows device numbers, such that we can provide you with the access and all of that things. Okay, along with along with that, are you based in Mumbai or out of Mumbai? So we can really have that knowing you will be attending online or offline on there some other. Okay. Every live lecture will also be uploaded. So once we are taking suppose we have taken a live lecture, so that will be a record that we will be recording that one and we will be uploading it in the next 48 hours. So if you are missing out on that live lecture, you can view it recorded in the recorded one. Is that clear?
So, as we said before, that we will be giving exams offline in centers, but will we be using our own devices or will we be
No, devices will be provided by the center. Clear? Anything else? How was the session? Can anyone give me the feedback? Was it good? Was it helpful? If you have no doubts, you can start giving me the feedbacks on the session. It was good, Vani. Okay. Any other doubts? Who are viewing it me for the first time?
I live in Ahmedabad and there aren't any colleges here that provide the BFM degree. So I should be taking BCom, right? If I have to take a college in Ahmedabad.
Yeah. You can take BCom. You can take any other graduation course if you BCom or if you want any other, you can take that. That's not an issue. You just need to be the only eligibility criteria when you go into professional world is nothing but a graduate. So yeah.
Which which degree would you suggest, like being the easiest while I'm studying for actuarial?
So there are two courses which are I don't know which is a that course is available in Ahmedabad or not. But there's a course of BFM, which is nothing but Bachelor in Financial Management, and the other is BBI, Bachelor in Banking and Industry. So you can go with this two course. I have personally done BAF, which I'd also find it very easy to go along with the course. And even you can do BCom. Like generally, your graduation wouldn't be much difficult, and it doesn't, and it to an extent it doesn't matter whatever the course which you are graduating. Once you have cleared a few papers, that will be your uh, base qualifications. On that you will be judged, not on your graduation degree. But yeah, if you want to that your some subjects go side in side, like if you are studying actually, so automatically you are learning at a much more advanced level. So in your college, you find that subject very much easy, that much very much easier compared to the rest of the other subjects. So for that, I will suggest BFM or BBI, but I don't know if that course is available in Ahmedabad or not.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hmm. Anything other? If you have a choice, just to mention, if you have a choice to select a college where your attendance, where you don't have a rule of 75% of attendance compulsory, as maybe this is a paper which will require some effort. So if you are going college every day, if you need to go to college every day, then you are majorly blocking your 7 to 8 hours, assuming 1 hour of traveling each side. So, and after that 8 hours of college and 2 hours of maybe your classes, you won't be having much energy and time left to study for your CM1. So it's better if you can choose a college um, where the 75% attendance don't hold true. I am always the fan of like you need to go college, but you need to go college to experience, not to learn. Okay, if you want, you can go in 2 or 3 days, but rest 2 or 3 days you should sit at home and make cover up it for those other days. Okay, so go to the college, experience the fun and all of that, but always maintain a balance. And if you're going to college where 75% is a strict rule, so maybe uh, it will require much more higher efforts from you to clear uh, to invest that time in CM1, because once again your 7 to 8 hours are blocks there in your college, and then you need to maybe in night or maybe in early morning you need to put that time to practice it out. Okay, so that is the thing. How many of you here are based in Mumbai? Can just raise their hand. Okay, many of them. I guess around 18 peoples. So yeah, every one of you are expected to come at to offline 19. So every one of you are expected to come to offline. Uh, I guess some of the hands are removed. Okay, no worries. So yeah, we will meet. We will have fun. Of course, I won't make CM1 a burden for you. We will have fun. You can always reach out to me for some. I'm of your age. I can understand what are the things which you can be going through. Maybe some personal issues, maybe some professional issues, maybe some time management issues. Whatever the journey which you have gone, which you will be going through, I've already gone through that. Even I have managed college exams, college classes, colleges, along with this actual exam, and how to manage that. Even I have my low days, even I have failed my examination. So whatever the journey is, I've always experienced that. I always feel, and I can always be the best one to guide you out from that zone. So feel free to reach out to me any other case. Okay, okay, yeah. So with this, if you don't have any doubts, can we just end this session? Yes,
So,
yeah, Neonika.
what do you think about IAQS?
IAQS is one side, matlab, IAQS is also a thing which you can do, but once again, I still prefer uh, personally appearing those examination, as that will clear your concepts much more uh, as that will give you much more confidence which is required in the industry, and maybe clearing your examination have much more uh, authenticity than coming to IQS. And IQS is a bit too expensive as well, I still feel. So personally, I recommend everyone to give each exam individually. So that it, according to me, it has a much more authenticity. Uh, like you know the concepts, it's much more trustable as an employer if I'm thinking. And even in IPS, it's not that key once you have entered the course, you will be clearing. You need to, there also fulfill certain conditions like scoring 75% on their examination to get that exemption. So it's better to give the papers here itself. It's cost-wise effective too, and it will give you much more authenticity as well. This is my opinion, but yeah, it can help you with the exemption as well. Two-sided, whatever. If you think you will be able to manage college along with, if you can't manage college of some other course and actuarials, then you can go with IQS. But there also you need to fulfill certain what do I say? Certain criteria to get the exemption. So I feel if you're getting exemption over that, you can clear your examination here itself.
Thank you, sir.
And here you can plan your syllabus according to your pace, not according to the structure. So if you go into IQS, you are expected first you will get exemption of this and this. But when you are going through other route other than IQS, you can start with CM1, then you can go with CS1. And if you have a longer time, you can go with CS2. You can plan accordingly to your pace. You don't need to follow any structure. You can make your own structure, and that's always much more freedom, I will feel. Okay. Any other doubts? Yes, Vansh. Okay. With this, we will be ending our session. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy the session. Thank you.